The overprescription of opioids and its consequences. Raise your hand if you know someone who has been prescribed opioids after surgery. When doctors prescribe too much of the drug, they don't realize the impact it has. Addiction happens over a large amount of time, ranging from months to years. Suicide or accidental death are a giant problem when it comes to using opioids. Opioids are prescribed in extremely high doses. In recent years, opioid overdoses have spiked dramatically. The National Institute on Drug Abuse presents data that says drug overdose deaths rose from 8,048 in 1999 to 47,600 in 2017. Raise your hand for the following quiz. In 2015, how many people died from an opioid overdose? A. 2,150, B. 33,091, C. 10,706, or D. 5,981. The answer is B. 33,091. The following TED Talk is by Travis Reeder, and it discusses how the medical field failed to realize his opioid addiction and help him prevent it.
My doctor turned serious and he looked at me and said, "Travis, that's a lot of opioids. You need to think about getting off the meds now." In 2 months of escalating prescriptions, this was the first time that anyone had expressed concern. Indeed, this was the first real conversation I'd had about my opioid therapy, period. I had been given no warnings, no counseling, no plan. Just lots and lots of prescriptions.
Opioids are highly addictive and they can be a gateway to heroin. These addicts will often resort to buying illegal drugs to fulfill their addiction. The following ad represents the severity of opioid addiction.
They gave me Vicodin after my knee surgery. They kept prescribing it, so I kept taking it. I didn't know it would be this addictive. I didn't know how far I'd go to get more.
Opioid dependence can happen after just 5 days. Know the truth, spread the truth.
Please pay attention to this important public service announcement. Raise your hand if you know someone who has been prescribed an opioid. A solution would be to prescribe less of the drug, and if the patient needs more, the doctor then will have regular visits with the patient to check in on them and see if they need more prescription. This would allow for more checkup visits following the surgery in order to ensure that the patients are not getting hooked on opioids. My final thought on the topic. I believe that the overprescription of opioids is an extremely serious topic that should be dealt with immediately. It's extremely important that people take action and understand that without coming together and changing as a whole, nothing will be done. Doctors should ensure that they monitor their patients in order to prevent them from becoming addicted by overprescription. Patients also need to take responsibility for themselves by staying informed.